Good morning, kids. Since we have a snow day today, I thought that I would read some books at home. We're going to be talking about light this week, what light is, how light makes shadows, and so I thought I would read one of the books for this week, and we'll read it later again in class, but I didn't think it would hurt to put it in a video for today if you guys wanted to listen to it. It's called MoonBear's Shadow by Frank Osh. And I used to read these books when I was little. So, it's another nostalgia moment for Mrs. Amber. Alright, here we go. One day, Bear went down to the pond with his fishing pole and a big can of worms. While he was putting a worm on his hook, he looked down and saw a big fish. "I'm going to catch that fish," Bear thought to himself. You can see the shadow of the fish there. But Bear stood up to throw his line in the water. His shadow scared the big fish away. "Go away, Shadow," cried Bear. But Bear's shadow would not go away. You can see his shadow down there at the bottom, right there. "Okay," said Bear, "if you won't go on your own, then I'll just have to get rid of you." And he put down his fishing pole and began to run. He ran around the pond, and when he got to the other side, he kept on running. He ran through the field of flowers, jumped over the brook, and hid behind a tree. "Good," thought Bear. "Now Shadow can't find me." But Bear was wrong. When he stepped out from behind the tree, the first thing he saw was Shadow. You can see Shadow is still right there. Nearby was a cliff. Bear walked over to the cliff and looked up. "I'll climb so high Shadow won't be able to follow me," thought Bear. Bear climbed higher and higher until at last he pulled himself up to the top. Huffing and puffing, he smiled with pride. Then he looked down, and guess who he saw? His shadow. Now Bear was very annoyed, so he went home and he got a hammer and some nails, and he decided to nail his shadow to the ground. Do you think his shadow is going to stay on the ground? Why or why not? He hammered and hammered and hammered, but no matter how many nails he hammered, he could not nail down his shadow. So you can see the outline where he tried to hammer it down, and then you can see his shadow is still right there. "If I can't nail him down," thought Bear, "maybe I can bury him." So he got his shovel and he dug a hole. When the hole was deep and wide, he let his shadow fall into the hole. There's his shadow falling into the hole. Then Bear filled in the hole with dirt. When he was finished, it was almost noon. The sun was high in the sky and Shadow was nowhere to be seen. "At last," sighed Bear, "no more shadow." You can see the sun is way high up there in the sky. I wonder why Bear's shadow went away this time but didn't go away last time. Do you think it has anything to do with the sun? Let's find out. But now Bear was very tired. So he went inside to take a little nap. While he slept, time passed, and so did the sun. You can see the sun is moving in different positions in the sky. Once again, it casts shadows everywhere. So you can see on this page, there's no shadows because it's too high up in the sky. It's not casting a shadow on anything. But on this side, you can see the shadow from the shovel because it's gotten lower in the sky again. Oh, and Bear's shadow's back. When Bear got up and opened his door, he saw his shadow on the floor. "Not you again," exclaimed Bear, and he slammed the door, hoping to lock Shadow inside. But Shadow was too quick. Sighed Bear. "How about this? If you let me catch a fish, I'll let you catch one too. Nod your head like this if it's a deal." When Bear nodded his head, Shadow nodded his too. Why do you think when Bear nodded his head, his shadow did the same thing? Have you ever seen your own shadow? If so, does it do exactly what you do, or does it do something different? Pages are stuck together. So Bear went back to the pond and once again threw his line into the water. By this time, the sun was in a different part of the sky, which made it easy for Shadow to keep his part of the deal. So there's still a shadow, as you can see from the bucket of the worms. And Bear still has his shadow. But instead of it being over the water, it stays on the ground next to Bear instead of in front of Bear, because the sun is in a different part of the sky than it was this morning. And that really makes the difference in where your shadow is and if you even have one. And when Bear caught that big fish, Shadow caught one too. The end. Here are some other MoonBear books. They're really cute. I got this for, let's see, how much was this? I want to say about maybe $6 on Amazon. If you guys end up liking these kinds of books, they're really cute.